What is up, everybody? It is me, Video Person 102, and today I want to discuss what the heck is going on with Logan. I'm going to take Prince Alex's advice from his 24-hour create-a-thon. He said to watch senior-size episodes until I come up with an idea, so here I am, once again, with a theory. Now, before we begin, please hit that subscribe button to become a citizen. That is what I call my subscribblers, you know, because I'm president. I need to stop. Click the link in the description for my merch store, too. In case you forgot, there is merch on my logo, another logo, Walking to School Help Me, Wattpad Read Aloud merch, and a stylish Do Your Best logo design. You can find all that and more in the link in the description. Now that me, Logan Pauling is out of the way, we can now focus on our Logany boyo, which we should have been doing for the past 3 years to avoid this, but for Logan, it is probably too late. See, in the beginning of the series, and I just don't mean the first couple episodes either, I mean the very first episode where they discuss who Thomas really is. Logan seems like the average everyday school nerd. He is smart, but he still smiles and he sings, like we see in New Year of Lying. Though, at the beginning of A New Year of Lying to ourselves, Logan takes a blow that he wasn't prepared for, and in this case, starts his bottling downfall. In this episode, Virgil tells Logan that he is the least popular character and he knows it. Logan, still having emotion, if he smiles, laughs, and does normal stuff, takes a hard punch from this. Like, this is only the third episode in the series. There is no way the fans could have already decided that he is the worst. So then he starts bottling up his emotions. He tries not to show any emotion when on camera. The only time we really get emotion from our beloved Teach is when he feels strongly about something, like Crofter's Jam, or when he shouts, "Falsehood!" Now, there are 10 signs on how to know when someone bottles up emotions, according to learning-mind.com/bottle-up-emotions. Link in the description if you want to check out that article. They say that you bottle up emotions when you have a tough exterior, have frequent tantrums, you're a good listener, you often feel lonely, you feel anxious all the time, you're always rushing about, you have an addictive personality, you gain or lose weight, you have digestive issues, or you have regular headaches. Now, even though our favorite teacher clearly doesn't have all these symptoms, I do want to discuss the possibilities of each and every one. Firstly, the tough look on the outside. Out of all the sides, he's kind of the only one we haven't seen a soft side to. I'm excluding the dark sides from this comparison because they have not been in enough episodes for me to determine what their soft sides are like, pun intended. And yes, we have already talked about his obsession of Crofters, and that's a given. But the way I'm talking about is emotional dilemmas. The only time we really start to see Logan break is in the nostalgia episode, when he starts to crack under pressure, but then sinks out. The literal logic sinks out. He may have not been fakely present, but he was still there. He also softened up a bit during learning new things about ourselves. Besides the two instances, excluding the first couple episodes and Crofters the musical, he has as hard as a rock. Secondly, when you bottle up your emotions, you have frequent tantrums. This we don't need to explore as deep as some of the other points because, you know, thanks to Patton, we know that he screams falsehood at least once a day, saying falsehood is Logan's way of showing anger when it gets too extreme. Or he just sinks out because, hey, does anyone want to talk about the 5th season of Lost? Third part is that he is a good listener. As we know, Logan loves talking, and he would rather disprove a point to Remus than go 5 minutes without saying a word. Though if you haven't noticed, Logan will stop talking if he really shouldn't. And Logan's standards, that is being a good listener. He is really good at listening when he shuts up, though. I mean... The next point is that you often feel lonely. Now, I don't want to jump the gun, but I think Logan is jealous of Virgil because of the attention that he gets from Patton and how much love and affection he receives from Thomas. Anytime Patton compliments Virgil, Logan just throws this face of disgust, and I don't think it is from the weird feelings or emotion. Seeing Virgil and Patton having such a close relationship most likely makes Logan feel lonely, knowing no one really compliments him or does anything in that nature. Now, the next point is heightened anxiety. Of course, Logan himself cannot have anxiety because he is not Virgil, but maybe he does because Virgil and Logan are connected. Of course, we do not need to connect every single symptom, but it is nice to be able to see how each could fall into play. The one big episode I want to bring up for this point is the end of Nostalgia. Right before Logan sinks down, he starts getting giddy when he asks Virgil if he is okay. Then, when Virgil is about to go into Echo Voice, he is overwhelmed and sinks out. Now, it could have been just whatever in the moment, but I really do think Virgil and Logan have a weird connection like that. This, of course, could lead to Logan and his quote-unquote heightened anxiety. The next point is that you're always rushing about. Now, we really never get to see Logan in his job, but from the episodes, we could tell that he's always in a hurry, and he always wants a speedy conclusion whenever there is a dilemma. Like in the episode where he plays dress-up with Patton as Sherlock and Watson. Wow, I never memorized the titles of the episodes, do I? But in that episode, it takes Logan no more than 10 minutes to find that he is the problem. And today's standards, that is really short, with most running times of the videos being around an hour. But something to note about this episode is that Logan was controlling what was happening. He was the quote-unquote main character of the episode, so things went by fast, even compared to the times of the earlier episodes. Bringing up the next 2 points in the same go because these are 2 things we don't really need to worry about: weight loss or gain, and negative and digestive issues. Now, in real life, Thomas lost a lot of weight, and I'm so proud of him, but I'm not really counting that in the text of this theory. But I do want to bring up is digestive issues. It may not be that bad, but if you remember some stressful moments, Logan holds his stomach, plus drained wit. Out of all the types of doctors he brings up a gastroenterologist or a stomach doctor. Strange, huh? No guarantee that he has digestive issues, but it is a strong possibility. Now, the last point is that you have regular headaches. Now, Logan never comes out and says that he has a headache, but there are a lot of moments, and I mean a lot of moments, where Logan takes a deep breath and rubs the middle of his temple. That is very common for people with a headache in an everyday scenario. Unlike the first 7 points, the last 3 are a bit shaky, but they overall play a little part, even if they aren't completely proven. In conclusion, even without all this information, we all know that Logan never shows emotion unless it is anger, which we have seen him hold in tears, so we had this feeling from the get-go. Hopefully, this is something Thomas is going to discuss in the near future episodes of Standard Sides, but we will have to find out in due time. That was my theory episode. How did you guys like it? Tell me in the comments below if you want to see more. I actually did research, wrote a script, and edited this one, so a lot of work was put into this, well, more than my other theory episodes. I want to put more work into my videos so they're higher quality. I have also been working on this episode since before I drew Standard Sides as girls, so you know it's been at least a week. Please subscribe to me and hit that bell if you want to see more content like this. Check out my merch store to find so many cool hand-drawn shirt designs. And until next time, do your best.